My orthodontist once told me that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It is starting to feel like insanity to keep drinking from the Kool-Aid that keeps poisoning me. So I'm not anymore. Thanks.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't seen no adjustments made.
Yeah. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video. Guys, like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into this one.
You feminist women out here making these good men not want to be good men. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Can you? Can you? I mean, I know physically I can take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. Do I want to take care of myself all the time? No. Do I want to be independent all the time? No, I don't. Do I want to take care of somebody? Yes, I do. Do I want to make sure dinner is cooked and laundry is done and contributing to the household and taking care of the kids? Yes. Yes, I do. And then we got all you waffles out here ruining good men. They don't want to be good men because of feminists.
It's something that she said at the end of the video, and it stuck with me. And it's something that I've had to learn through experience, and that is your integrity and your character. What do you mean by that? Not saying that you're not going to make mistakes, but sometimes, especially when you're dealing with a strong, independent woman, a radical feminist, they're going to say things that are meant to ignite you, and you can't respond. Why? Not because you don't have the ability, but because for your time and you thinking about making money, it's just stupid. And that's why people encourage you to read books, because you'll hear different concepts about opening up your mind. I can do this to get better. I can do that to get better. And when you come into contact with, oh, I'm strong and independent, I don't need no man, I heard about you. Bingo. I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge.
Absolutely. You should absolutely avoid any woman that describes herself as strong and independent, because she's just telling you she doesn't need you, and she's not going to respect you because she thinks she can do it all by herself. Of course, we can all do it by ourselves. We don't all want to, though. Some of us actually enjoy serving other people, helping other people, building something with someone else. Not all of us are complete bottomless pits of selfishness.
Because you're about to say something or do something that's going to potentially ruin my career, and I don't have time for that. Stay single, stay safe, stay out of my way. Modern women logic.
Aren't you gonna open the door for me?
Yeah, I was literally just about to.
As you should.
Shut that door. Shut that door.
I think I left something on the seat. 1 second. I just gotta move it for you. I don't want you to sit on it.
Okay.
Please drive off. Please drive off. Please drive off.
What age did you wake up and realize that you no longer wanted to be a strong? She pretty much talks about like coming to the realization that she no longer wants to be a strong, independent Black woman. I will have to say that it's just now hitting me. I just turned 33, and I will say, I think it's this year that it's really hit me that I do not want the title of a strong, independent Black woman, okay?
I really hope there's some younger girls watching this, because I just want to say this is not the first time you're going to see this, and it's not the last either. So many women are actually being courteous enough to come out and say, this ain't it, we were lied to. There's a bunch of women who are still continuing to lie. They're only lying because they're trying to rob you of the potential that you still have that they no longer have. Don't listen to those women, listen to these women, because they're speaking the truth and they're being honest.
I am a single divorced mom. I have been divorced now for 4 years, going on 5 years. So I have been doing this whole thing by myself, literally doing everything, right? For me and my daughter for the past 5 years. And I will say that although I am very happy with my life, I pray for a soft life, a life where the financial weight and the financial burden doesn't fall on me. Actually, I don't want a financial burden in our household, period, but I really do not want to carry the weights in that capacity at all. I want to be able to live a life of leisure, a soft life, a slow life. Like, I am so tired. And although I do feel like I carry it well, like, yes, you probably can't even tell that I'm tired because I do feel like I carry it well. That's not a good thing in itself. Like, it shouldn't be a badge of honor for me having to go through all these different struggles to be, great, right? Like, I look forward to the day where I marry someone that kind of relieves me of the stress of like day-to-day life. To be honest, I feel softer. I feel more feminine.
Listen to what she's saying, girls. It's too late for this lady, but it doesn't mean it has to be too late for you.
Whenever I'm able to rest a lot more, and right now I'm not able to do so as much because, again, I'm doing this by myself. I am a single mom. But I know, and God knows, there will come a day, there will come a day where I can really, truly
Unfortunately, she was already married, so I reckon she did have that chance, but she fell into the lie of feminism, which is that the grass is greener elsewhere and that you can do it by yourself, and actually that's the fun way to do it. Everyone finds happiness, but I'm just saying her chances are slim.
tap into my soft girl era where I do not have to be this strong woman that's always carrying every single thing, like that I can rest, where I can trust somebody to lead.
I keep getting comments and DMs asking me if I'm single, dating, other variations of that. And I thought this new year would be a great opportunity to explain how I'm feeling about dating right now in more detail. Let's say
Literally, no one asked. No one asked.
feeling about dating right now in more detail. Let's say I pull out a jar and I go, guess what? There are 10 M&Ms in this jar. And you go, Laura, that's amazing. I love M&Ms more than anything else in the world. And you're like, yep, get in here and pick out your M&M so you can be happy for the rest of your life. And then so you stick your hand in there and all of a sudden you're in horrible pain and you go, hey, what the? And I go, oh my God, I forgot to mention, also in the jar, it's filled with maggots and needles and acid. But keep sticking your hand in there. It's worth it to find the M&M. So you keep sticking your hand in there, but the maggots bite you or whatever maggots do and the needles stab you and the acid burns you. So you tell me, hey, this isn't fun for me at all. So I say, well, I think you're just really bad at picking out M&Ms and it kind of seems like you like getting bitten and stabbed and burned. But you need to get back in there because there are millions of other hands looking for those M&Ms. Here's some advice from people who found M&Ms before years ago, even though it sounds like they're not M&Ms at all. And so you keep trying, but you realize that every single time you stick your hand in here, you're just getting hurt. And every time you pull your hand out, it's getting more and more disfigured, and you're starting not to recognize yourself. And there was this one time you thought you found an M&M, but it was a maggot pretending to be an M&M for some time. And you go, hey, I don't want...
Is this an analogy for her saying that she's ran through? I'm really, really confused. I kind of get what she's saying, but also wish she would just say it clearly.
want to do this anymore. It doesn't seem worth it for the M&M. And I go, no, you don't understand. You won't be happy and fulfilled until you have an M&M. Also, you're going about it all wrong. You need to try setting good boundaries. But then you realize boundaries are just sticking your hand in the jar and just pulling it out faster than normal so you're not as disfigured and hurt. So then I go, hey, have you tried only picking the ones that give you money and then be mean to them so that they give you more money? And you go, I've been bitten by the maggots and stabbed by the needles and burned by the acid so much to know there is no financial compensation that makes it worth it. Also, I can't even find a normal M&M. How am I gonna find an M&M with money? So then I call you a pick-me that deserves to get hurt because you won't evolve your M&M picking strategy with the times. Hey, doesn't that make you want to punch me in the face really, really hard? Did I mention that?
I'm really confused. Am I being dumb? I'm really confused.
All the while, the maggots and needles and acid are screaming at you that you're too stuck up and you need to lower their standards and be their surrogate mommy or else you're gonna die alone. But don't worry, they want you to stick your hand back in the jar because they're not gonna bite and burn and stab you like those other ones did. Here's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm closing the jar. I'm gonna throw the jar in the ocean and I'm gonna work on fixing my hand. Am I ever gonna stick my hand in the jar again? I really don't want to right now, but maybe that will change with time. But I think right now I'm tired of being told that I'm not good at picking M&Ms and that my standards are too high just because I want to be with someone who is kind to me and treats me like a human being. My orthodontist once told me that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It is starting to feel like insanity to keep drinking from the Kool-Aid that keeps poisoning me. So I'm not anymore. Thanks.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't see no adjustments made.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm looking for is maybe there should be another strategy other than the one that I'm using right now.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for providing some logic.
What does that look like? Well, Instead of continuing to blindly stick your hand in the jar, maybe you should look in the jar first. Oh, shoot, there's maggots in there. There's needles in there. Whatever else. I'm not going to stick my hand in there. Instead, I'm going to get a tool and I'm going to stick it down off.
This is why we need men. This is why we need men. And this is why she should turn to the good men that she has in her life and get them to look in the jar for her. Get them to shine a torch. Get them to give her the tools and maybe even do it for her. This is really refreshing.
In there and pull something out. You see, in my experience, even on TV, you can see how jewelers go to a pawn shop and see how they examine jewelry. They get out a little pair of tongs or whatever you want to call those things, and I hold something up to the light. Now hold that diamond up to the light, and I look at it and even get a magnifying glass to see if it's precious, to see if it's rare, to see if it's actually real. But because you watch these daytime television shows, because you listen to stupid, well, I shouldn't say that, less than stellar advice on TikTok, then you keep on going around in the same circle because it sounds good.
Facts. This guy is absolutely spot on.
Your emotions are all up high and you love what you heard and maybe there's hope. And you don't sit back and say, is this really going to work?
He's speaking facts.
That's too bad.
Y'all mad because that girl man proposed to her with a Pandora ring, but y'all ain't got no ring or no man. In the comments, talking about I would never. We know. We know, because you could never. Some of y'all have been with y'all mans for 3+ years. He ain't even has a bubblegum ring. Let's keep it cute. Yeah, let's mind our business and be happy for others.
I'm at work. Don't ask me why I got this on my shirt. You know how y'all be. Anyways, it's this older dude that they be coming to fill the vending machines at my job. So anyway, when he be filling the drinks, he had asked me the first time we met, he's like, what drink you like? You know, I don't be drinking drinks like that. By the time, I want the orange one. So every time, every like week or whatever, he fill the drinks, he come and bring me an orange drink. I don't drink this thing. What I want to know is, Clifford, where the money at? I know we could do better than a drink, baby.
She sounds like a witch.
I need to stop playing like that. But I know the money large.
This is heartbreaking.
I know it's large. I know it's large. Stop playing with me. Don't burn me. No more daggone drinks, okay? I still got the one from last time, and I think the time before that. Come on now. I mean, oh my gosh. When he first asked me what drinks I like, I should have told him. I should have said, well, you know, I'm not really a soda drinker, but there's this nice coffee place downtown that I fumbled. I failed you, Shira. I failed you. Daggone, I failed the sprinkle lady. Stop playing.
This is what I'm talking about, man.
This is really devastating. If Clifford is actually his name, I feel really sorry for him. I think that's really sweet. Even if she's not interested, but she's only interested because she knows he has money. Poor Clifford. Guys, be careful, because sometimes these women will pretend to be interested and they're really not. They're really not. They just seem completely soulless. What's ironic is these are the same women that we'll see crying on TikTok in 10 years as to why there are no good men. When they were in their fertile years, they were going around being horrible women. So I guess what goes around comes around. I hope Clifford finds someone who genuinely appreciates his soda cans that he's bringing. I personally thought that was quite sweet, but hey, what do I know? Why don't you let me know what you thought in the comments section below. If you like this video, as always, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out and be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all of my content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.